Hi everyone, I'm Irina Bakley. I'm a licensed relationship therapist in the states of Virginia and North Carolina, and I love working with individuals and couples who are struggling in their relationships, who may be feeling disconnected, alone, misunderstood, exhausted by trying all kinds of different things and still feeling like they speak different languages with their partner and they just don't get each other. To kind of I love to do this work to define those blocks, to understand your cycle so that we can change the steps of your relationship dance. This is where my heart and passion is at. And if you ever have any questions, or if you would like to schedule a phone consultation with me, feel free to do that. I would be happy to support you in any way I can. Anyway, today we are continuing talking about how to do couples, how to do relationships, right? How to live together when you are in a partnership with another person and you don't see eye to eye, you feel like you don't understand each other, you feel like nothing that you have tried has been productive, or you feel like you are fighting a lot, and then you just kind of never come back, like you never talk about those things again, right? um, like they haven't even, they don't even, like, you pretend they didn't even exist. And in particular today I wanted to talk about how to come back and repair after an argument. What does it mean to repair after an argument? You are going to have an argument. You're going to have an upset. You're going to have a fight, right? It can be silent, it can be loud, but it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. And in order for you to have the relationship you want to have, you want to be able to talk about big, uncomfortable, vulnerable things, right? And instead of instead of waiting for a long time to until the same thing is going to happen again, or ignoring it, you need to come back to each other. I encourage you to come back to each other. It can be 2 hours later, or 2 days later, or 2 weeks later, hopefully not 2 months or 2 years later, when it won't produce any good results for you both. And talk to what have happened. Let's slow down and see, like, what did we do that led to that argument. I should have lashed out like that. I'm sorry, like, it's just like my own inner stuff, my inner child stuff. Like, I've done some work on myself, and I know that I'm repeating some inherited patterns from my family of origin, for example. And I'm sorry I lashed out at you like that. I shouldn't have done it. I own it. I know it's not your fault. I know that you're a good person. And our relationship is so important to me. That's why, I escalate so much and so quick. But I love you, and I'm working on it. So I'm really sorry. Something like that, where well, first of all, you are able to put your experience into the words. Two, you're able to explain this experience, to share this experience with your partner. And three, you own it. And four, you hold yourself accountable to your unproductive moves that are not helping the relationship, right? So learning how to come back, actually the research, and I wanted to let you guys know this so that you're aware, which is very important. Research shows that you don't have to be perfect. And as long as you can come back to each other and meet each other's needs 50% of the time, 50% of the time, your relationship can be successful. So, what does it mean? It means that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to always, be at the highest elevated version of yourself. It just means that you have to be conscious. You have to take time to reflect. You have to take time to slow down at the end of the day, or in the beginning of the day, or whenever you have time, and say, what's happening with me? Why am I lashing out? Or why am I distancing? Why am I withdrawing? What's happening? Let me understand it, and then let me communicate it to my partner so they understand it, and so we can actually do something about it. And if we don't do anything about it, at least we can be there in this experience together. And that being changes the moment and changes the distress, right? When we touch the emotion, it shrinks, research shows. So this is very important. Coming back, repairing, coming back, talking and talking. You cannot have a relationship where you guys don't talk, or, I'm working with a couple right now, they only talk via text messaging. And of course there are these blocks that are preventing them from seeing each other, and they're missing so much information, and they're misunderstanding so much information. I hope this was so helpful for you guys. Thank you for lending me in your ears. I really appreciate hearing from you. I appreciate your emails and your words of encouragement. I try to come and do these videos as much as I can, so that I hope that we can love each other better, because that's one of the most important things for me, if not the most important, right? Again, if you ever want to talk to me or schedule your phone consultation with me, you can go on my website, www.irinabakelycounselingllc.com, and I would be happy to support you. Bye.